capital bills payable to First Bay Corporation.
Ma'am, sandali lang po I'll just kasi medyo mahaba yan pag isa-isahin natin di ba? So was the transaction above board? Was there any findings on the fraud audit that would indicate that there was something wrong with that transaction entered by the mayor?
Yes, Your Honor.
What is that?
That is why we issued the notice of
What is
disallowance.
that, Prof?
Okay, I will now enumerate the findings
Yes, please.
of the special audit team. Okay, finding number 1, there are actually 5 findings, Your Honors. 5 findings with subtopics. First finding, the privatization of WS through Build, Operate, Transfer scheme was not compliant with Republic Act 6957 as amended by Republic Act 7718 and RA 7160 known as the Local Government Code of 1991.
Why was it not compliant?
Because, Your Honor, the laws that I have stated, there were documents that need to be submitted by the municipality for them to comply with the laws.
So the non-compliance was just because of the non-submission of documents? Is that what you're saying?
No, not.
Yes.
That's just part of
sige.
that's part of the findings, Your Honor.
Kaya nga.
So at the subtopic is there was no approved list of priority projects as required. There was no approval from the Local Development Council or NEDA Board, Investment Coordination Committee, nor was there a guidelines prescribed by the approving body on the process and procedures for the approval of BWS project and contracts, which is in violation of Section 2.7 and 2.8 of the said IRR. Now, there was also a non-publication of the invitation to apply for eligibility and to bids. So those are the grounds.
And the non-publication is important because
it need to be published in the newspaper of general circulation and local circulation.
as a requirement by the laws you
Yes.
stated earlier and to encourage other competitors if there are.
Yes, Your Honor. So it does, because of that absence of advertisement or posting, it resulted in limited participation of project proponents. There was also no
When you said limited, meaning there was only one party that participated, correct?
in this case, there were actually 3. Yes, there were actually 3. 3 bidders, but then they were not qualified. So the
So did
privatization,
it appear to be like more of compliance lang yung 2 other bidders? Huh?
kasi wala silang, ang yung isa
Because they
kasi
do not have the capacity naman.
no capacity. The other one did not submit the bid.
Kasi that's
I am
an obvious, that's the usual of LGUs di ba? Magpa-comply lang sila ng other bidders na hindi alam naman lang hindi qualified para lang supposedly may other competitors na nag-bid, correct?
So
Tama mo ba?
it looks like it.
It looks like it because ang isa hindi nag-bid, ang isa hindi qualified.
Yes, Your Honor.
Then continue.
Right. Sino yung sa fraud audit the time? Sino yun, ma'am? Sino?
Alin?
Yung sa fraud audit the time?
The team leader,
Yeah.
Your Honor.
Sino?
That's Philomena Ilagan.
Ayun yung kanina na retired.
Yeah,
Oh,
retired.
sige. Anyway, we have invited him.
Yes.
I heard.
Okay, Your
Okay,
Honor.
please proceed, ma'am.
Okay. Now, I will answer now the
Yes,
question
please.
of Honorable Flores. I think that time I was still at fraud audit office. So although the office order was issued on December of 2013, conducted at the later part, or June 16, 2014.
Yes.
Perhaps because it is common in the fraud audit office that all personnel there have their audit engagements. So at that time, when the team was created, those personnel,
Okay na ako.
the
It took
members
you
are
that
still-
long to conduct the special fraud audit. Ang ganito na lang, give me parang general overview of what was the result of the special fraud audit.
Okay.
Ma'am Chona, with the indulgence of Congressman Kit, before you answer the query, of Congressman Kit. Ganito po yon. Lagi naman ganun sagot eh. Kasi kulang sa, di ba? Congrats
Kasi-
employee.
kasi
That's why
that's
ang
the
sagot,
actual-
ang sagot ko naman sa inyo po, kay Chairman Cordova, during the budget deliberation, you should propose the budget for additional personnel. Di ba? Eh kung ganito lagi tayo dito sa gobyerno, ano mangyayari sa atin? Reklamo tayo dun sa mga budget na kung saan pupunta. But in your on your face, parang dating kasi is you're using that as an excuse. And it is not acceptable. Diba, ma'am?
Yes, I understand, Your Honor.
Paki-relay na lang po ulit kay Chairman Cordova. That was always the issue. Pag delayed, sasabihin, kulang kasi kami ng tao. O di gumawa kayo ng proposal. Kami naman dito sa Congress, ang nag-approve ng budget. Diba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Please proceed po.
So, as to the result of the conduct of
Yes,
fraud
brief
audit,
lang po, briefly.
briefly, I have here a summary of the statement.
Did you furnish us a copy of those?
No, Your Honor.
Can we,
This
can
is
you
just-
furnish the committee with that?
It's only a note, Your Honor. Is it okay?
Okay,
Your Honor?
go ahead.
It's only my notes.
Oh yeah, okay,
But
sige.
it's in the report.
All right.
Just for purposes of presentation. It's
Yes.
only in the report. It's just my notes. Okay, here are the summary of facts and the findings of the special fraud audit team. Now, as discussed in the FAR, the BWS needed rehabilitation, urgent rehabilitation and upgrade of the waterwork system, and that they do not have funds to undertake them. So Mayor Ryan Dolor decided to tap the technical and financial capabilities of the private sector and issued Administrative Order Number 14A dated September 7, 2007, which created the Build, Operate, Transfer Pre-Qualification Bids and Awards Committee, or the PBAC, pursuant to Republic Act 6957. Later, the Sangguniang Bayan of Municipality of Bawan issued Resolution Number 3 dated January 8, 2008, which authorized Mayor Dolor to entertain players for the privatization of BWS allegedly due to huge electrical bills payable to First Bay Corporation.
Ma'am, sandali lang po ah. I'll just, kasi medyo mahaba yan pag isa-isahin natin di ba? So was the transaction above board? Was there any findings on the fraud?
Ang total fund, no? In question is around 102 million. Tama? 102,509,999 and 45 cents.
Yes, Your Honor, that is the amount of the notice of disallowance.
Okay. Now, pero itong notice of disallowance that being incurred to the amount of 102 million plus, this is only for the BWS.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hindi po kasama dito yung question, isang question dun sa resolution with regards to the Bawan Basketball
Yes.
Court.
It's a separate report, Your Honor.
So
because
you have
with a
also that
separate,
report?
Notice of charge. Yes, Your Honor.
My notice of charge.
Yes, Your Honor.
When was that?
Um,
Pero I will just like to put on record that this 102 million kay pong halaga nito. Planderos case to because 50 million, more than 50 million, pwede maging plunder. Tama po, Kowa?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, before we proceed with the basketball court na issue, as you mentioned kanina po, hindi ko lang po mabasa lahat, but it was confirmed by attorney ng COA na yung proper disposition nito po to forward these findings sa ombudsman. Kasi ito pong decision was November 26, 2024. When will be the timeline for these findings to be endorsed in the ombudsman? Kasi ang partially granted na clause, no, refers only to engineer, to a certain engineer Sebastian Cabral, the municipal engineer. So when will be this final decision with regards to all others to be submitted or to be recommended to the ombudsman?
Okay, Your Honor, before I will proceed to answer that question, may I be allowed to state some backgrounds of the case for the information of the honorable members of the committee?
Yes, di ba 2018 pa to?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, please proceed.
Actually, it's 20, the audit was conducted on 2014, but the report was completed on 2017. So, can I have,
Congressman Serio, eto na naman, 3 years na naman tayo.
can,
Sige, please,
can I have
attorney.
background lang
Ma'am
po,
Chua, please
Your
proceed
Honor?
po.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Kaya inabot na ng kasal dahil napakatagal. Hindi pa sinanganak yung kinasal. Nagawan yung report, kinasal na. Kaya nagkataon din siya.
Sige po, please proceed, ma'am.
Thank you po. And so before that, may I also inform the committee members that the designated team leader, Philomena D. Ilagan, could not be here with us in this hearing because she has already retired from government service. In the year,
Sino po yun?
in the year 2021,
Sino po yun?
the team leader po,
The team leader,
Philomena Ilagan.
but he's still alive.
Yes, Your
Oh,
Honor, yes.
Comsec is directed to invite Philomena Ilagan, the former team leader of the audit that was made with regards to the issue. Comsec, pakikuha na yung full name, saka baka alam ni ma'am yung address. No?
Okay.
Ma'am Chua, please proceed.
Later, Your Honor. Okay, to proceed with the case background, a fraud audit was already created pursuant to COA Office Order number 2013-723 and 2013-723A, dated December 27, 2013 and February 17, 2014. The team was created in view of the request for audit regarding the use of funds of the municipality of Bawan, Batangas. The SA and ATL assigned to the said municipality provided the general management contract with option to purchase between the municipality of Bawan and Aquadata Incorporated, as well as a copy of the asset purchase agreement on the sale and disposal of BWS or Bawan Water Works System Facility. Also, the lease agreement between the municipality of Bawan and Comnet Management Corporation for the lease of government lot. Now, here are the actions taken by COA. Of course, the conduct of audit began, or they conducted the entrance conference on June 16, 2014, and the exit conference was conducted on October 14, 2015. After which, fraud audit reports were already issued by the special audit team or the fraud audit team for the two transactions, the lease agreement dated May 25, 2017, under fraud audit report number 2017-002, and the report on the Bawan Water Works System dated November 23, 2017, under report number 2017-003. Now, with these fraud audit reports, the fraud audit team issued the notice of disallowance and the notice of charge. The notice of charge was for the lease agreement in the amount of 14,704,320, which comprised the underpayment due to the valuation difference for 5 years rental. The BWS report, there was also a notice of disallowance issued dated November 28, 2018, in the total amount of 102,509,999.45, which consists of the payments made by the municipality of Bawan for PS and MOOE for a total of 40,317,000, and the sharing, the gross revenue sharing of 95% during the holdover in the total amount of 62,192,000. So as to the question of when is the report, or when shall we submit it to the office of the ombudsman? Actually, Your Honors, the report on the Bawan Waterworks system was already transmitted to the office of the ombudsman
When?
on December 21, 2017. The transmittal letter regarding Fraud Audit Report 2017-003 about BWS facility was forwarded to Honorable Conchita Morales, Office of the Ombudsman. On this the transmittal letter is dated December 13, 2017, and it was released by COA on December 21, 2017.
From that time, was that the only communication you received from the ombudsman?
No, no, Your Honor. That is our transmittal letter to the office of the ombudsman.
Okay, my question is from December 21, 2017. What happened to that case or to that transmittal that you sent to the ombudsman?
Again, Your Honor.
Ano nangyari sa transmittal na binigay
Okay.
niyo sa ombudsman noong
This was
2017?
received by the office of the ombudsman on July 18, 2017. Ito yung receipt ng copy ng ombudsman. Okay. As informed by Fraud Audit Office, this transmittal letter was received by the Office of the Ombudsman on July 18, 2017, but up to now, we have no communication from the Office of the Ombudsman as to the status of the case that we have referred to them.
Okay, so who's in charge of this particular case?
As to the filing of the case to the Office of the Ombudsman, it's the Fraud Audit Office Legal Division.
Okay, now another question is, you started the fraud audit in 2013, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So it took you 4 years to complete the fraud audit?
Actually, it
Kasi
started
2017 na kayo nagkaroon ng transmittal to the ombudsman.
2017.
Yeah,
Yes,
kaya
Your
nga.
Honor.
So is
Yes,
it
Your
4
Honor.
years? Tama po ba?
The entrance conference started on
Just answer me, natapos nyo ba in 4 years yung fraud audit nyo?
Your
It took
Honor,
you that long?
I will just clarify, Your Honor. The entrance conference started on June 16, 2014. So June 16, 3 years.
3
3
years.
years, Your Honor.
But you mentioned earlier kasi na 2013 nagsimula yung fraud audit na.
The office order, Your Honor, was dated 2013.
Okay, so
But
the
the
office
start of
order,
audit-
wait. The office order to conduct a special fraud audit was given in the year 2013. Nagsimula yung
December.
actual fraud audit was 2014 na. Natapos
Yes, Your
yung fraud audit was 2017. Tama po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ganun katagal ang fraud audit. Ha?
I think this should be answered by the Fraud Audit Office. But I can answer, Your Honor. Actually,
Anyway, Ms. Chuna, sorry to cut you short. Kasi, as sinasabi ko kanina, you're not part of the fraud audit, di ba? Team.
I am the team supervisor, Your Honor.
You're the team supervisor,
Yes.
but it should be addressed. Now, kung kaya mo sagutin mo na, but COMSEC is directed to invite. Sino yung sa fraud audit the time? Sino yan, ma'am? Chuna?
Alin?
Yung sa fraud audit the time?
The team leader,
Yeah.
Your Honor.
Sino?
That's Philomena Ilagan.
Ayun yung kanina na-retire.
Yeah,
Oh,
retired.
sige. Anyway, we have invited him.
Yes.
I heard.
Okay, Your
Okay,
Honor.
please proceed, ma'am.
Okay. Now, I will answer now the
Yes, Congressman Kongon, please proceed.
Mr. Chair, yung committee po nito ay nakikiusap kay Mayor at saka kay Vice Mayor na sana po sumunod sa imbitasyon po ng ating committee dahil alam naman po natin na marami nang sumubok na umiwas pero hindi po nakaiwas. dahil talagang hahabulin po kayo ng komite at ayaw po natin na ma-cite in contempt ang mayor at saka ang vice mayor, number one, no? Gusto lamang po nating marinig din yung kanilang parte, no, regarding sa mga kasunduan na pinasok ng munisipalidad ng Buwan. So maraming salamat po at lalong-lalo na kay Chairman Benny na talagang kahit may diabetes na andito, talagang alam naman natin ni si Bishop talagang punong-puno, no, ng blessing ng Panginoon. Maraming salamat.
Get a copy of that document, then kindly reproduce. Okay, so let us proceed with the period of interpellation. Anyone wants to ask? Yes, yes, Congressman Ortega.
Just a brief manifestation. Pero magtanong na lang ako later.
Please proceed.
Honorable Chair. Siguro I would like to put on record na we understand na busy po naman ang ating butihing mayor through the excuse letter. Pero lahat naman po tayo ngayon medyo ito yung peak season ng pagkakabisihan po ng mga elected officials. But we have to understand sana po bigyan ng prioritization din po tong hearing na to because makikita naman po natin sa resolutions na napakadami po nung concerns na ating hinaharap. Yun lang naman po, Mr. Chair. Maraming salamat.
Thank you, Kong. Paolo.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Congressman Zamora, please proceed.
And also, I'd like to kasi sinabi ni Municipal Administrator kanina na ang mga kasal talagang ilang buwan yan pinaghahandaan. So talagang hindi na maurong, naiintindihan natin yon. Nire-remind natin sila, Mr. Chair, na nagbigay na po tayo ng hearing next week. Mr. Chair, tama ba?
February 5.
February 5. So, today is January 27. Feb 5 ang next hearing. We expect them to be here. We expect the Vice Mayor to be here regardless of having type 2 diabetes. A lot of people in Congress have type 2 diabetes. Congressman Benny Abante has type 2 diabetes. Type 1 and type 2. And so, we adjust to these things. Bring your medication. We have a medical team on standby if anything happens. So we expect him to be here. And for me, type 2 diabetes will never be an excuse to skip an important hearing, to actually have the chance to clear your name. Diba? To clear kung ano man, I'm sure gusto nyo namang mabigyang linaw ang lahat ng ito at mabigyan din kami ng linaw. So thank you, Mr. Chair.
May record straight po, no. Earlier, COA just confirm my notes kung tama po ba yung kung data ko. Prior to the privatization of Bawan water Bawan system, there was an administrative order signed by the mayor, hindi ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
On the basis of build, operate, and transfer, because the rationale behind that is na malaking utang itong facility na ito, no?
Yes,
Kaya
Your
they're now trying to open up the space for private investors, no? Tama po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so ito pong BOT, ang nakuha po nila na private na investor is yung Aqua Data, hindi po ba? Tama po ba?
Eventually, naging Aqua Data, but
Yes.
but may I also
No,
inform?
just yes lang po. Confirm nyo lang po.
Yes.
Tama po
Yes,
ba?
Your Honor.
So, hindi ba yung bid operated, na pagkakalam ko, bid operated transfer is you allow public utility to be to be operated by a private entity, and later on kaya nga build operated transfer, ibabalik ko yan doon sa yung utility na yun, yung facility na yun sa local government unit. Tama ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
What's so surprising, Mr. Chair, is the private entity, which in this case, ang Aqua Data, na sila yung nabigyan ng license BOT, eventually became the owner when it was amended by SB na may option to purchase this public utility. So it leaves us, it makes this transaction very suspicious kasi supposedly there's an allegation na walang bidder, sila pa nakakuha, and then sila yung nung unang nag-operate nito, silang nabigyan ng permit to build, operate, and transfer, and then later on they become the owner of this public utility. Tama po ba yung aking notes, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor, but I need to put in some data on
Yeah,
the
because
matter.
to me, Mr. Chair, no, my understanding is it gave them undue advantage over other possible competitors in the market. I just want to put that into record, Mr. Chair, in line with the questioning of Representative Flores po. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Keith.
For the second finding is, the main topic I mean is the bidding arranged due to the following attendance circumstances.
Please state the attendance circumstances.
Okay. First, the invitation to apply for eligibility and to bid and the notice were neither published in the PhilJeps or BAWAN's website nor in the general nationwide newspaper of general nationwide circulation. The municipality merely submitted on April 28, 2008, a self-serving affidavit of posting that the notice was posted at the bulletin board of the municipal building and in conspicuous places in the municipality. Letter B, prior to the project proponents incorporation on April 4, 2008, Mr. Herbert Tan, who eventually became president thereof, made an advance payment of 2 million on March 26, 2007 for electricity expenses of the municipality of Bawan. On March
Wait.
27,
He made an advance payment of 2 million for the electricity
expenses
bill of the municipality itself,
yes, Your
not
Honor,
of the waterworks system,
of the municipality.
of the municipality.
Yes, Your Honor.
And what was the reason for accepting that payment on the part of the municipality?
I think it was considered as a financial assistance.
From a private individual?
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah, that
Doesn't that speak of graft?
from the records, Your Honor. That's what happens.
Doesn't that speak of graft? Or,
Ma'am, with the indulgence to Kongkit, yung 2 million na yan prior to the GMC. Tama? Kasi
Prior.
March yun di ba?
Prior to the GMC.
O, di may problema nga. Kasi wala pa yung GMC, nag-advance na ng 2 million.
where is the propriety in accepting 2 million from someone who is interested in a contract to be given by the government? Wala pa yung time.
The
Wala pa,
contract was
wala pa.
April.
No, wala pa.
Ang GMC niya is April Ito 2 million is March
What is the propriety in accepting that amount on the part of the municipality of COA?
Well, that is irregular, Your Honor.
That is
why-
highly irregular. Is that correct?
That is why it was included in the notice of disallowance,
Okay.
Your Honor.
Continue, please.
Okay. Now, on March 27, 2008, or 8 days before Aqua Data's incorporation, or 13 days before the award of the BWS management contract to Aqua Data on April 9, 2008, Mr. Tan made another financial assistance of 20 million as deposit for future sale.
As an advance payment or deposit for the future sale of what? Of the water system.
It would seem that way.
Oh
Your
my
Honor.
God.
Ma'am, tama ba pagkarinig ko doon sa chronology na April 9 ba yun yung Aqua Data Incorporated? Na-incorporate?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh. Tapos April din, binigyan sila, April 18, binigyan sila ng nagawa yung GMC?
The GMC was executed by MB and Aqua Data on April 23, 2008.
Oh, when was the transaction started?
The transactions on the management contract should start on April 23, 2008.
So,
When it was executed already, Your Honor.
5 days.
The deposit was made earlier.
Ma'am,
Ganda kontra.
ma'am, may I ask, ma'am, Mr. Chair? May I ask, ma'am, I think one of the primary reasons why it was privatized because may utang ang Bawan water system, hindi ho ba?
Yes,
And the munisipyo cannot simply afford to pay for all this utang. Tama po ba? That's why they need to
that's,
privatize.
that's the justification of
Okay,
the
so
municipality.
after the privatization of this public utility, what happened to the utang? Have they paid entirely the utang, or is still the new owner now still continues to pay? What is the arrangement of that?
I do not know if the municipality really already paid the.
May I ask,
the-
Mr. Chair?
So,
May
can
I
we
ask, Mr. Chair, our administrator,
Yes.
what happened to the utang?
Mr. Chair, actually, I'm not the municipal administrator yet at the time. I was only,
Yeah, but you surely know the records.
incidentally,
Before you answer, attorney, ganito lang po dito. You're under oath. Pag hindi ka po sigurado, you should not answer the query. So, ang sinasabi mo kasi kanina, sinarinig ko, you're not still the municipal administrator at the time.
yes, Mr. Chair.
But do you have the knowledge about the query being asked by you?
Actually, Mr. Chair, I do not have personal knowledge, but if we may po, hanapin lang po namin yung documents kasi sa
Ganito po,
yes po.
admin. So, wala ka doon, hindi mo alam, you don't have the document, kaya nga ang mayor pinapatawag namin eh. Kasi sigurado, kabisado niya because he was there for 9 years. Nag-expire term niya, then umupo siya ulit, di ba? So it's now 9 plus 6, 15 years, di ba, in service as mayor, di ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Oh. Now, anyway, ang suggestion ko, wag mo na lang sagutin mo na, attorney.
Yes po.
Kasi ang isasagot mo naman na i-comply mo yung document because you don't have direct knowledge about the query being asked to you by Congressman Aljong. Para safe po. Tama.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
As you said po.
So, all the more na kailangan nandito yung mayor
Yes.
in the next hearing. At saka bago kalimutan, COMSEC, please invite all the incumbent members na of the Sangguniang. Tapos invite also the local department heads. No, lalo na yung sa finance. Yung accounting head at saka yung sa treasurer's office.